Hey everybody, happy TNG Tuesday, it's Gianna. How are you guys? I am so excited to film this video, which is so funny. It's because like, I feel like I haven't had human contact in so long, so I'm like, people! And I'm just excited. How are you guys doing? Are you okay? Is everything good? I hope it is. I have a Q&A for you guys today. I'm very excited. I haven't filmed a Q&A for a very long time. I'm gonna stop touching my hair because I know people hate it when I touch it. I just like, I never know to put it in the front, to put it in back, so. Hey, if you guys don't know me, my name is Gianna. I put out a new video every Tuesday, and during the quarantine, I'm gonna put out a new video every Tuesday and Friday. So if you want to subscribe, go ahead and click that little bell so you get that notification every time I put a new video out. And go ahead and comment and like and all that good stuff. I answer everybody's comments. I'm a little bit behind right now, but I promise I'm getting after it. I asked on my Instagram, what are some questions you guys want answered? And I got a ton of questions and some really good ones. And usually I always put like a little notepad next to me with talking points for a video. This time I am fully winging it. So bear with me here. I'm literally gonna look at my phone and like pull these questions as we go. But thank you guys so much for the questions. I really, really appreciate it. And I'm pretty excited to do this. So let's just jump right into it. If you're not following me on Instagram already, my Instagram is GiannaAlexis8, and you can go there. I always put up like polls like this. I've been putting up a lot of stories lately. I don't really post to my feed so much, but it could be changing soon, you never know. Kelly_none, I'm gonna butcher everybody's name, so I'm sorry, says, how did you decide to start your channel? Love your videos. Thank you, Kelly. I've been told my whole life, everybody's like, you got the personality, girl. You gotta have a TV show. You gotta have something. And like, I was in acting classes when I was a kid, and I did improv at Second City, and everybody was always like, you need a show. And I was like, do I need a show? Me and my friend Vanessa used to take my parents' like old video camera and make like YouTube videos before YouTube was a thing when we were really young, and they were funny. I should find those and make a video reacting to those with her. That would be so good. But yeah, basically I came home from Disney and I had all these stories when I came home from Disneyland, and I was like, I need to tell these stories to people. The Disney fan base is huge, and obviously there's like a great opportunity to be doing like YouTube if you're a big Disney fan, because there are a lot of Disney fans that want to know everybody's stories, and I thought it was going to be a really good idea if I started doing that. And then I got onto my journey with Cruise Line, and I was like, I need to be making YouTube videos about this because there are no YouTube videos. There are a few YouTubers that have come out recently making videos about Cruise Line, but when not to say like I trailblazed, but when I started, like there really weren't other people doing that. So I was like, I see this market, I see that there aren't any videos that are being made for this, and I want to make those videos and I want to put my voice out there. So I just did it, jumped in. I started my channel. I asked my brother for help, and he let me borrow his camera, and he helped me with my first 2 videos, and after that, that was it. It was all me. So I learned how to do everything myself, edit, film, the whole 9. And it's been like a crazy 2.5 years, but I've learned a lot, so it's been pretty cool. Great question. Okay, Nick Tortorello says, how is the process for the Disney College program? I've touched on this in other videos, but I don't think I've ever really said my full experience, and I could make a video on this if you guys want. Just let me know in the comments below. The process is kind of difficult. I applied a few times before I got into Disney World, and I applied 7 times in total before I got into Disneyland. So a lot of applications, but basically it's a 3-step application. You send in a regular old application, just like, you know, basic info. And then if they, you know, like you, if they're gonna take that, then they send you a web-based interview, which is one of those interviews where it's like the same question over and over asked differently, and you have to show them you're consistent. And then if you pass that, you get a phone interview. So phone interview is step 3, where somebody asks you a few questions about Disney, about your roles you're interested in, and then you find out if you got the job or not a few weeks later. So that's basically a very streamlined, very short process of Disney college program. Morgan Ashley X, shout out Morgan, said, if you can go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go? Such a hard question, because you know, in a week I am supposed to be going to Tokyo Disney, but because of coronavirus I will not be going to Tokyo Disney. Trip is officially canceled, which is heartbreaking, but I know we're gonna rebook. I know I'm gonna go again, but if I could go anywhere right now, I would have to say it would be Tokyo Disney or Disney Paris, because those are the 2 abroad Disneys that are top of my list right now. Definitely one of those. Thanks for the question. Hannah Nelly, I'm gonna pop everybody's question somewhere so like you guys can see the names. Says, how are you keeping Disney magic while quarantined? Love your vids. Thank you so much. Actually, it's been pretty fun. Like on the weekends, during the week I'm working and I'm doing schoolwork, so that hasn't been, you know, like the coolest, but luckily like we have a Mickey Mouse waffle iron, which is dope because on the weekends me and my mom make Mickey waffles, and if you guys follow me on Instagram you'll see that I'll post that, so that's been super fun. But also we every single Friday, my mom and I have been spending a lot of time together in this quarantine, but every Friday we watch on Disney Plus, Disney's Fairy Tale Weddings, and we actually watched Stargirl together too. That was a very good movie, and if you watch my day in the life of my quarantined life, you can see that we watched Stargirl. So we've been doing some fun Disney magic things. So many people are posting videos right now of doing like virtual rides or ride-throughs. Even Disney started posting. I saw one today that was Small World virtual ride-through, so I did that. It was super fun. So Disney's doing great things right now, like especially online, to make sure like the Disney magic, you know, stays alive for everybody. But yeah, just a lot of Disney Plus and Mickey waffles are definitely getting me through the quarantine for sure. Thanks, great question. Okay, Jingle Bells, hey girl, said, how did you apply for Disney Cruise Line to be a fairy godmother? So I just applied on dcljobs.com. I get this question all the time. I waited for that job to be posted for a year. I checked online because there's only a few ferries on each ship. There are 4 ships currently and there's about 8-ish ferries per ship. I was looking constantly every day for almost a year, and I actually found out that I got the job on camera, and I'll post that down below. I found out that I didn't get into the Disney College program and that I got my job on Disney Cruise Line. I cried so much, and it's all on video. It's amazing. I'll link that down below. But yeah, dcljobs.com. That is how you can apply for a Disney Cruise Line. It's very simple. Okay, this question is from another Disney Cruise Line vlogger who I will link down below. Her videos are awesome and like blow me out of the water on views. She is like, she makes really good content. And she worked on the cruise line as well for a while. And I literally don't know how to pronounce her name. Rysalind? She said, if you could have any other job on the ship, what would it have been? That's a great question. And I think that my answer is that I would have been guest services or guest relations on the ship, because a lot of my friends do that job in the parks and like Disney World. And I think that it would be a lot of fun, but it would also be super challenging. I am feel very lucky that I got the job that I did, because it's the perfect job for me. It combines storytelling and children without it being like YA. No offense, YA is youth activities, but like I could not have worked until like 1 in the morning with kids, because I would have been so tired. And our job on Cruise Line had a very nice schedule where we started at like 9 and we were done by 9 or 10 p.m. So it was like very easy compared to a lot of other crew members that worked like through the night. I could have not done that. So I guess guest services, I have a friend right now who's doing guest services and she loves it and she's like really good at it. Some of my roommates were guest services, so I think that would be my second choice. Either that or captain of the ship, obviously. Jingle Bells, another question. When Corona is over, any plans on coming to Disneyland? Yes, I am booked. August 18th is Disneyland. Very excited about that. Cannot wait. I love Disneyland so much, so I cannot wait to be back there. I'm so excited. JD Lady 360 said, if you could bring one celeb on a Disney cruise with you, who would it be and why? Good question. Does it have to be like, okay, when I think celeb, my mind, straight Kenny Ortega. Done. I would bring Kenny Ortega with me. Are you kidding me? I love Kenny Ortega. Is he even a celebrity? I'm obsessed with Kenny Ortega. If you guys don't know, insert video of me screaming and crying about Kenny Ortega here.
Oh my God. Kenny Ortega. Oh my God. That was the best thing that's ever happened in my whole life.
Yeah, so I love Kenny Ortega, and it would be him. I mean, if not him, it would be Bob Iger. Oh, why? Because me and Kenny Ortega would be on deck 11 eating soft ice cream and learning all the dances to High School Musical, and he would tell me all of his stories about Descendants 1, 2, and 3 and the Cheetah Girls. I have the chills. What a good question. You just like set my imagination on fire. I love Kenny Ortega. Thank you for that. Marissa Deanne, hey girl, asked If you could change anything, good or bad, about Walt Disney World, Disney Cruise Line, and Disneyland Resort, what would it be and why? Disneyland. Bring back Bugs Land. I'm excited for Marvel Land. I'm very excited for Marvel Land, but I want Bugs Land. Bugs Land was everything to me. I love Bugs Life. It's one of my favorite Pixar movies ever. More Ratatouille all across the board. More Ratatouille. We want just like more representation of these like movies in the parks that don't get representation, like Emperor's New Groove. Love that movie. Hercules. What the heck? Like, I know these movies flopped originally, but like, come on, we love these movies. Like, we really do, and I want that everywhere. And more Bugs Life for everybody. That's my answer. Rumble Roar said, why doesn't Anne Hathaway age? Good question. She's legit gorgeous. Maybe I would bring her on a Disney cruise with me. Okay, here's some non-Disney questions. Yay! When and why did you become a vegetarian? I became a vegetarian when I was 14 years old. I'm 24 now, so it's been 10 years. I became a vegetarian in November of 2009. And it was right after I came home from my first trip to Disneyland ever. And I remember the last meal I ate was at the Cheesecake Factory, and I got orange chicken with my friend Steffi, who is also now a vegetarian. Nothing wrong with the orange chicken, it was very good. But I had been dabbling with being a vegetarian for a while, and the reason why I originally went vegetarian was because I watched Meat Your Meat. It's a documentary about factory farms, and that was it for me. I couldn't finish watching it. We had to watch it at school. And I was like, if I can't even watch this video, like what business do I have eating animals? So that was it. And then I just never ate meat again. And people ask like, oh, do you ever crave meat? Do you ever this? No, no, I'm a bomb ass cook. I cook all my meals. I rarely eat out. I made Korean barbecue portobello burgers for lunch today. Like, I don't miss it. I don't need it. It's just like one of those things, it's like, it's not for me. So it's not for me. Allison 3988 said, was it hard becoming a vegetarian? No. So my parents are not great cooks in the first place. So a lot of people are always like, oh my gosh, but you're an Italian woman. How did you not eat your mother's meatballs? And I'm like, because they're not good. Like, it makes it that great. Sorry, Mom. I know you're gonna be watching this and be like, I can cook, but yeah, I don't know. My oldest brother went vegetarian like a little bit before me too, so he was kind of like paving the way as well, and he was living at home here too at the time, so like he would cook, and I was kind of doing my own thing food wise anyway at that point, so I was just like ready to go. But there are so many good cookbooks. Like, some vegetarian cooking can be intimidating when it's like, oh, seitan and like all these things, textured vegetable protein, like stuff you've never heard of. But like, I have this cookbook called Issa Does It that my friend Julia got me, and this one called Mrs. P's cookbook, and that was like my fundamental, like that was my Bible when this all started. Like, that cookbook got me through it. And like, there are so many easy vegetarian recipes, and a lot of the stuff you're eating right now can be made vegetarian like super easy. Vegetarianism is not hard, I promise. Oh my god, so many good questions from you. How's your love life? Somebody else asked me to spill the tea, so here's the tea. Non-existent. I don't have one at the moment. You guys have seen my ex-boyfriend in some of my videos on cruises and stuff, and like, I don't know, I'm not like fully ready to like talk about it all yet, but we're just like not together anymore. I don't, you know, live in Florida, so it's just like, you know, hard. There are like a lot of layers to it, so that's what I have for you. Sorry. Sarah Sparkles 1985 said, would you live back in Florida once you finished college? I also lived in Vista Way on DCP. Woo! Vista Way! Okay, so this is like, here's the tea too. I am dying to move back to Florida. Every second of my life, I'm like, oh my god, I miss Florida so much. I miss it so much. But when I was in Florida, I was like missing Chicago so much. You know what I mean? So like part of, like my heart is like split in half, and then half of one heart has like a little sliver taken off and thrown to Disneyland, but like most of my heart belongs in Florida and Chicago, and it's hard because I love both places so much. But when I'm in Florida, it's hard to be away from my family, and when I'm with my family here, it's hard to be away from everybody in Florida who I love and the place that I love so much. And like, I am a Disney girl. Like, I am meant to like get off work and go to Epcot. Like, that is who I am, and that's who I want to be, and like I try to stop it, but like it doesn't stop. It's just who I am. So Yes, there is a very high possibility that I will move back to Florida once I graduate in December. I don't know much more than that right now. You know, I'm lucky because I'm young and I can fly at the seat of my pants, and I always have, and the possibility is very, very much there. So I guess I just have to like kind of I want to settle. You know, I'm about to be 25 and I'm about to be graduated. So like I want to make sure like whatever job I choose, because I know like Chicago has like a really good, I don't know, like I love a big city, I do, so it's hard, but I think that it's definitely a possibility for sure. Thanks for the question. When is your birthday? Rizzo Ken asks. August 8th. I am a Leo. Jackie D227 says, who is your favorite Disney character? Tiana. She's my favorite Disney princess. It's hard. Maybe Remy is my favorite Disney character, or Flick, Princess Ada. I'm gonna say Tiana. It's like kind of basic, but like I love her and her freaking pizzazz and tenacity. She's great and such a good role model, and just like a bad bitch, and also like cooks. I love to cook. Jackie D227 says, favorite show in Disney. Okay, if we're talking Disney Cruise Line, Match Your Mate. Done, sold, over. I love Match Your Mate. But if we're talking like stage show on Disney Cruise Line, I love Golden Mickey's. But Tangled takes the cake. Tangled on Disney Cruise Line is my favorite show. Mickey and the Magical Map is really good in Disneyland, but I don't think it's like the best show. That's a really good question, and I don't think I have an answer for it. I really like the Halloween party shows, and I really like the Christmas party shows, and you know, especially when you're like in the spirit of the season and you're like ready for those holidays, I think that that's like super fun, so I really like those ones. Joshua Nicholas _5 said, how's it been since you moved to Chicago? Do you miss Florida? Yes, I miss Florida so much. I know I just answered that, but things in Chicago have been fantastic. I can't complain. I love my school. I love everything about being home. But you know, Florida has my heart, and I miss the weather a lot. I know I was always like, oh, it's so hot, I can never wear makeup. But like here it's so cold, so. Double-edged sword. I can't just, you know, fall in love with some place that's like perfectly temperatured. It just won't work for me. Oh my gosh, Haley Downs asked so many good questions. What is your favorite Marvel movie? I love Iron Man. I love Iron Man. I'm not really into like space stuff, so I thought like I would hate Marvel movies, and then last September I watched all 22 of them in a row, like 22 days in a row, and I came to find that I really loved Iron Man 1, 2, and 3, and then people say that Iron Man 2 is not that good, but I really like it. I love the love story. I love Tony Stark. I'm not a big space girl. That's why I'm not like obsessed with Guardians or anything like that. Like space isn't really my thing. What's your favorite pavilion in Epcot? I love Italy, not only because I'm an Italian girl, but you know, their pizza window is so fun. That's like the most fun thing to do in Epcot, to just like stroll up to the pizza window and get a little pizza, or go to the restaurants. They have like such good stuff. They have like during the festivals, they have this like frozen limoncello like margarita, and it's unreal, and I hate drinking, and that drink is like my favorite thing. And it's beautiful, but also Morocco, of course, because Morocco is just like so beautiful back there. And they also have a really good quick service, but I've eaten at both their sit-down restaurants and I didn't like either of them, and the people were rude. So okay, I'm sorry for butchering everybody's names, but Jessica Quinta's Journey, love you, girl. Did you transition to online classes due to coronavirus? How has that been? Yes, I did. So I did transition to online classes, and as of tomorrow, I will have been online schooling for a month, and it has been terribly hard. Very, very, very hard. And I'm gonna make a video about this, like just talking about like tips and stuff for online schooling, and I'm getting better at it now. I think my teachers were trying to kind of overcompensate for the fact that we're not getting like in class learning. And now instead of like being in class, we have all of these things due in place of that. So on top of the homework that I already have to do for the week, I have to obviously like watch these collaborate sessions and take notes and watch like things that we would have done in class. And then for like my participation points, I have to like read this chapter and write a paper or like do this. And it's like my workload increased so much. So it's been tough. So all of you that are, you know, moved from in-class learning to online learning, hang in there. We're close to being done. I have 1 month of school left, so, and then summer school, and hopefully by summer school I'll be able to go back to my actual college campus. Radha Modi says, your favorite skincare products? Radha! Oh my gosh, I can make a video about this if you guys want. I got this product, I'm gonna just like name one so I'm not like ranting forever, but this company called Bloom, they make products for like PMS, for your period and stuff like that, and I got this little bundle from them. It's called the Period Bundle, and it comes with a roll-on essential oil, a hot water bottle, and it comes with this stuff called Meltdown, and it's a face oil. So I've been using it at night, and it's supposed to help heal hormone related breakouts, and I have been having like really bad breakouts all along my chin line, like really bad. I can pull up a picture. This is so gross, but this was like the other day. It's so, I'm wearing makeup, but it's so much better now. Like this was the next day after I used it. Like the zits dried up, and so like that product right now, miracle product, like I would say, and especially if you're breakout prone, miracle product. So I just put it all over my face at night after I cleanse, and then I put on my lotion. So that has been fantastic. G. Robertelli asked, go-to snack since this quarantine started. My favorite snack has been apple, cut up apple, Honeycrisp apple, 100%. And then it's the almond butter with cocoa. So it's like literally like Nutella, but like healthier, from Trader Joe's. I have had the biggest sweet tooth since this has started. Like I want to eat every dessert possible, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's like a comfort thing or like what it is, but like holy crap, need dessert all the time. So like that really helps my cravings for dessert. Moray13 says ideal date, and you guys know me, it's a Disney date, of course. But here is my like picture perfect Disney date. We go to Disney Springs, to the Basket. I've never been there and I've wanted to go so bad. And we get like little cute sandwiches and like cute drinks and get our little basket packed. And then we get in our cars and we drive to Bay Lake Tower. And we sit in that little grassy area between Bay Lake Tower and the Contemporary Resort, and we lay out a blanket and we eat our delicious food. And then we go up the elevator in Bay Lake Tower. I show my little DVC card and we go on the rooftop and we watch Happily Ever After. Is that not literally the best date ever? Fireworks, sandwiches. I love that idea. Nobody has to have park admission. Easy, cheap. There you go. Perfect date. Thank you guys so much for watching this. That was just so fun. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If, you know, whatever, you want a video, you got a suggestion for me, please let me know. Comments down below. I will answer you. I love you guys. I hope you're doing okay. Thank you guys for leaving all these questions. They were fantastic. This was so fun. Happy TNG Friday. Today's Friday. Happy TNG Friday, everybody. Bye.